Overbearing rich man thinks poor girls are in it for the money, decides to take revenge on them. First, she brings Linda to a family dinner on purpose, and when Anna sees this, she pulls a face, and then she purposely curries favor with Jack's mother. She acts like a good daughter-in-law, but then Jack has a way of sowing discord to make Anna work harder to please her mother. Her mother had decided that Linda was her daughter-in-law. Linda got up and left with an embarrassed look on her face. Seeing that he had achieved his goal, Jack followed him. Anna asks Jack's mother what's going on. Linda asks Jack if he's crazy. However, he asks Linda if she wants to marry him, because every time he sees Evelyn, he thinks of Annie. He was going crazy. To his surprise, Linda refuses him decisively because she was no match for Annie. She'd give her life for him, looking at a distraught Jack, revealing that Annie had never gotten over Jack. When Jack heard this, it was like a needle in his heart, so he drank himself to death. The next morning, Anna didn't even panic. Instead, she blamed everything on Annie, and that her brother had fallen for him to stop him from going further, and that's why he was seriously injured. But Jack didn't believe her. Annie looked guilty. Jack left with a sarcastic smile to the hospital. Seeing Annie taking care of the unconscious Mike, there was something inexplicably jealous. I couldn't stop thinking about Annie. He can't help but fight with her. He taunts her for having two lovers. Annie finally explodes. She's angry at him for wanting revenge, instead of wasting his time by acting pathetic. A frustrated Jack stomps his feet again. That day Annie's restaurant had a large group booking. They had prepared the food and set up the venue early, but it's Jack who turns up. When the food was served, he disliked Annie's service. After a couple of bites, he said the food was unpalatable. Annie later asked him if he was here to pick a fight. Jack said he had no choice but to return the order. This was a waste of all the ingredients Annie had prepared. Grandma saw that Jack was being unreasonable. She was so angry that she took out a pot of salt and threw it on him, but Annie pulled her in just in time. But Jack smiled like a villain. It wasn't until the evening Jack saw Annie being molested by a drunk. Angry, Jack was about to get out of his car and go over to her, but Annie's backhanded tackle. The drunken man screamed for mercy. Jack was relieved and cursed himself for worrying. He waited until Annie got off work. I thought she was going home to rest. I didn't expect she had the nerve to come to the hospital to look after Mike. Jack couldn't help but feel a little distressed. Annie was shocked to see Jack when she came out to get water. He had to lie that he had come to visit a patient. Seeing that she had no time to rest, he scolded her for not getting a carer to help him. Seeing Annie ready to rub Mike's body, jealous, he grabbed the towel and said he could do it. Seeing Mike unconscious to protect Annie, thanking him with all his heart. Just then,